Minasan, konnichiwa, squishytalk.w, yokoso! Today I am at the Ramen Museum in Yokohama and I'm so excited to be here because it's been a while since I've been to a museum and I'm really curious to see what's inside the Ramen Museum. So just behind me you can see this really cool animatronic ramen. It's the cutest thing ever and it's the first thing you see as you walk up to the museum. Anyway, if you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get into it. So the price for adult entry is 380 yen and that's not bad at all. Also, I've just found this egg chair, which is super cute. So behind me here, you can see a timeline for when ramen first came to Japan and it goes all the way around to present day. So there's a lot of history here. So according to this, the first ramen shop opened in Japan in Osaka in 1910 and it was called Nightlife. So that's over 100 years ago. So Takiya Shokudo was the first ramen shop to open in Sapporo and it opened in 1922. I love reading all of this. I feel like that's quite late. If you think the first ramen shop opened in Japan in 1910, the first one didn't open in Sapporo until 1922. That's 12 years. Chashu. I think this is kind of a pattern. So I think all of these little stalls are dotted around the museum and they're all different ramen ingredients. I'm gonna sit on this because I've sat on all the others. Oh, this one's really comfy. This is so cool. So this is kind of like a physical map of all the regional ramen in Japan. So you can see each area has its own ramen that it's famous for. They look so delicious. So right next to all the ramen models, you can actually click on them here on this interactive screen and it'll tell you a little bit about what prefecture it's from and also what makes the dish special. So let's play it here. So you can see that this one is from Fukushima and it tells you about the noodle thickness and just everything you need to know. So it's great for deciding which ramen you want to try next. Behind me is a traditional food stall and these actually originated in Japan in around 1785. So the concept is really old. So the shop inside the museum sells actual ramen and also loads of other goods as well. A lot of it is really cute and it's impossible to decide what to get. Look how cool this is. It's a model. Oh, you can make it yourself. That's so tempting. Here you can see a selection of ramen bowls and the reason why is because each ramen restaurant has their own type of bowl with their own design on it. And so this is a collection of ramen bowls from different restaurants. And next to each bowl, it will tell you the name of the restaurant and the area that the restaurant is in. Some of them are absolutely stunning. Ooh. This is really cool and totally unexpected. Once you go downstairs, you immediately see this area and it's a Showa era, I guess, shopping street with a bunch of ramen shops. There's also a cute little cafe next to me. It's incredible. It's so crazy to think that we are still in the same museum. I'm blown away. I can't believe this. This is really cool. It's really strange to see a phone box that's not red because in the UK our phone boxes are bright red, although unfortunately you don't really see many of them anymore. But yeah, traditionally bright red phone boxes, so it's cool to see a white one. Sorry, I just have to make a quick phone call. 1 second. I'm currently in Rishiri Ramen, which is a Hokkaido ramen restaurant. And it's kind of interesting because the outside looks very old style, but when you come in, the restaurant is actually quite modern and new looking, but I'm really excited. I've already ordered my food and I cannot wait to tuck in. So since I'm in a Hokkaido ramen restaurant, I ordered Sapporo Classic, my all-time favorite Japanese beer. I'm so happy because I did not expect to have this today. I can't wait to drink it. Kanpai. Perfect. Our ramen has arrived and we ordered the yakishoyu ramen, and we only ordered the mini size, but it's actually quite big. It's much bigger than I expected and I can't wait to try it. Itadakimasu. That's so delicious. I love the texture of the noodles because they're not too thick and the broth is a little salty. Perfect. Chashu. I love how soft and salty the chashu is. It's so good. So the noodles are a little bit yellow because they're egg noodles and they're so good. Like I said, they're not too thick and they're a little bit chewy, which I really love. So I have tororo kombu that I'm going to put on my ramen. I've never had this before, so I'm really curious to see what it tastes like. Let's do it. Wow. Look at the color change. That's so cool. Let's go for it. That's really good. Wow. I still can't believe the way the color and the texture totally changed as soon as it went into the soup. That's amazing. Rishiri is apparently famous for kombu, and that totally makes sense. So I want to go to Rishiri and eat kombu there. Okay. Ramen and beer, perfect combination. Especially since this has such a strong shoyu flavor, it works perfectly with beer. So that ramen was absolutely delicious. I think it's time we have another one. Let's go. So the ramen restaurant I'm in now is Toride, and it's so cool to have so many ramen restaurants so close together. It's very convenient if you love ramen. So I got the Toride ramen, and here you could actually choose the hardness of the noodles, and I got barikata, which is the hardest, so the most firm noodles that you can get. And I chose that because I'd never tried it before, so I really wanted something completely different, and I'm excited to see what it's like. Itadakimasu. I love that. I love that. The noodle texture, even though it's harder than most ramen noodles, I love it. It's very easy to eat, and I got a little bit of moyashi in there, and it's very crunchy, which I love. So the noodles here are actually really straight and thin. They're so delicious. So this ramen is actually tonkotsu ramen, and you can tell because the broth is so thick and rich and it has a really deep flavor. I think it's fantastic. It's honestly perfect for winter because I feel like in winter you crave those rich, strong flavors, and this definitely has that. チャーシュー。美味しい。めっちゃ美味しい。I have karashi takana here, and I have to be honest, I just tried a little bit of it. めっちゃ辛い。I didn't really expect it to be that spicy because I'm typically quite good at handling spicy food. But wow, I'm going to put some of this into my ramen and see what happens. I'm so nervous. I'm just gonna do it. Ooh, I actually really like it. I think this actually does a really good job of breaking down the richness of the broth just a little bit. It's adding an extra level. Everything about this was so delicious. The noodles, the soup, everything I added to it only made it better as well. This was such an incredible dining experience. めっちゃ美味しかった. Well, that's it for today's video, you guys. I loved that you could learn the history of ramen and then go and enjoy it. And I would actually say that this is more like an amusement park than it is a museum. But either way, I had so much fun, and I definitely recommend that you guys come here and see it for yourselves. Anyway, I would love to know in the comment section below what your favorite ramen is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!